I wish you'd stay, but there you go. I have so much I wanna say to you, much I wanna say, but there's no time. We used it all. Still have so much I wanna talk about, but I messed it up and there you go.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are back at the channel with another speed build, and this time I am creating a row of townhouses for your Sims to use in the Willow Creek save file that I'm working on. So I got the idea for these townhouses because of the people who are actually living on this lot. So on this lot, if you play with Willow Creek, there are 3 Sims living here, and they are like roommates or friends, or I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't really looked into their backstory, but I know that they are not related, and they're all living here under one roof. And that gave me the idea of giving them all their own little house to live in. I don't know. I just found the idea really fun. So all of the houses will have a minimum of 2 bedrooms. Some will have 3. I think one has 3. But the other 3 houses have 2 bedrooms. They all get a kitchen. There are some houses with offices. So there are full-on functioning tiny homes for your sim to use. I did play test everything, and everything is functional, so your sim can route through everything inside of the houses. And I find this amazing because we are working on a 30 by 40 size lot, and usually a 30 by 40 is too small for just a normal home for me. They're just too small, but look at me placing 4 houses on a 30 by 40. It's amazing. I did had to, downscale the landscaping a little bit, and I think that's also why a normal 30 by 40 is usually too small, because I like to really go out on my landscaping, have a really nice oh my god, I'm so sorry, a really nice front yard with a nice curb appeal. I love creating these type of houses, and then with the elaborate backyard. But of course, with 4 houses on a 30 by 40, I could only do tiny front yards and mini backyards. But I have to say, they look so cute, especially the front yards. I'm really happy how they turned out. I try to give every yard and every house, for that matter, their own tiny little personality. So, there are very different Sims living throughout all these houses. I also tried to furnish all of the houses with different packs. So not only one pack, but with different packs as a main pack. So the first house was a parenthood, was like a really main feature pack, and then the second house I think was island living. The third house I think was get famous. I focused more on the mid-century modern there, and then the fourth house that we're doing is more of a industrial vibe that I was going for. It's not really a pack, but definitely a style, so a modern industrial style. So that is what I tried to do. I'm definitely curious on maybe in the future doing a house build and then furnishing every house with every room with a different pack. I saw a video of Evelyn doing that, Rosa, and I love what she always does with her homes, and it really made me inspired to think about doing a build as that as well. I would really like your feedback on that, from you guys, to hear if you would be interested in a house and then furnishing all of the rooms with different packs. Maybe not a mansion, but maybe just a really nice family home. But yeah, I would like to hear your feedback on that. So here doing the garden of the industrial home. Yeah, so this is the garden of the industrial home. I love these little planters here at the front. I did add in some bushes inside of the planters, but you can use the planters if you want to at the front. So if you do want to do some gardening with your Sims, you can remove the plants, open up the, maybe adding like a tiny gate or open up the fencing there, and then it's all accessible. And then for the color scheme of the exterior of this home, I did go with a very blue-ish color scheme. So the landscaping is gonna be on the blue side, and then of course the exterior wallpaper is also very blue combined with white. I definitely had a specific color palette in mind when I started building this, and I love it. It's very easy on the eyes, it feels very cohesive, and that is definitely what I was going for. It needed to feel like all the homes were like one big house, but also not. So they definitely were separate homes, but it feels like a, how do you call this? Like it's cohesive, like it's it's all tied in together or something like that. It's really hard to explain what I was going for, but I'm hoping that you all understand, the vibe that I'm setting for this home. But yeah, I really like how this is turning out. I am using a buttload of packs, by the way, for this home. I'm actually not restricting myself at all for any of the houses that I do for this save file. So if you want to have this save file later on when it's finished, you do need to own like almost all the packs. I am sorry for that. But I should have probably thought about that before I started creating this world. I'm probably gonna go back into Oasis Springs for this very reason. I did a save file for Oasis Springs where I recreated or built all of the houses there, and that is a completely finished world. But again, I also used all the packs that was available at that point. And now I'm curious to see if people are maybe more interested in a pack restricted world, maybe later on the line when I finish all of my worlds with all the packs, maybe go back to the worlds and then start building houses with a limited amount of packs. Let me know in the comments down below as well what your thoughts are about doing something like that. I think it would be fun. It's definitely gonna be a struggle for me because I like building with all the packs, but I do know that for a lot of people this is definitely not something that is relevant, because if you would own all the packs, I think you would be a few €100 lighter, and that's just awful. I bought all my packs up until Get Famous came out, and after that I did get all my packs from EA through the Game Changers program. But before that I bought all of them, or not me. Actually my husband bought them for me, but his money is my money, so that's not really relevant. But yeah, I can imagine that it's like a lot of money, especially the expansion packs. The stuff packs are all right. I mean, that's like €10. I think that's fine to spend like €10 in like every 3 months or something for a stuff pack, so that's okay. But then the game packs are like €40, and some of them aren't even worth €40. So if you don't have all the packs yet, I do recommend waiting for sales. I do find that Origin has a lot of sales going on, which is awesome, because I have been buying all of the packs for my children, because they also have their own Origin IDs. So I need to buy them double. I buy them for my youngest daughter and also for my oldest one, because they are both Simmers and they both have their own separate accounts, because I do want them when they are older and they still have their Origin accounts to take their own Origin with them, and don't be sharing an account when they're older. It's just not, it doesn't make sense. It's not fair. So I am buying them all the packs as well, but they don't own everything. I definitely wait for sales for them to complete their collection, and I think they're still in need of like three expansion packs, 4 game packs, and they only own 3 stuff packs. So the stuff packs are really lacking. So yeah, that's how we do it in this household, money-wise, with the packs and such. So here started with the first townhouse, and like I said, I'm really focusing this home on parenthood, but also a little bit on tiny living as well. So as you can see, I'm using the tiny living like dining bar setup situation there in the corner, but I'm also using the parenthood counters, the parenthood rug and sofa and such in the bookcases. So I am trying to combine those 2 packs together, and also a few items of other packs as well, because I'm not restricting myself, but I am trying to use as much as I can from those 2 packs. And I have to say, I think this is really nice. It's very cozy. And I also make this apartment or this townhouse very family friendly. So there's a play area downstairs in the living room, as you can see. The kids can play doctor there. They can draw. And then in the garden, there is a playground where they can make sand castles, because there is sand back there. There's also a dollhouse. And then upstairs, we of course have a kids bedroom with lots of play stuff as well. So definitely family friendly, kid orientated home here. So if you want to play with these townhouses and are planning to have a family, this is definitely the best townhouse to use. But also the townhouse on the other far corner is a very nice one to use as well, because that also has lots of stuff for kids in there. So yeah, I really love how this is looking. I love this kind of media wall that I created with the tiny living items. So there's like a tiny living bookshelves, 2 of them, and they are like framing the television. I love that. And I love that there's a stereo in there as well for music. And I also really love that there are little spots inside of the bookshelves where I can place clutter items. It just makes it so much more customized. So this home has this own little office area as well. I could have gone for a bedroom, but I just felt that the office made far more sense. So we have an office here with a computer, some bookshelves, and also an easel for painting, because that is definitely one of the ways where your Sims can make a quick buck, or you just want a stay-at-home mom that still makes money, then painting is definitely a good way to go. Although I do think that the freelance career is also a really fun thing to do as well, and that's why I added in the iPad or something that you need to use if you do the freelance career, painting and such, and writing. So yeah, I added that in as well on in the office area. And what I also did is I also provided some items for pets as well in this house. So there's a pet bowl in the kitchen, there's a scratching pole, and there's also a kitty litter box. So you can definitely have pets in this townhouse as well. Sadly, there is a maximum of 8 Sims, like I said previously, or 9 if you are working with roommates. So it's not possible to fully make every townhouse feel like all of the rooms are like designated, because there are, I think, 9 bedrooms in total in this entire lot. But of course, if you are working with families, you would probably have like a mom and a dad or something like that. So in some townhouses, you would have 3 Sims, or maybe you can do all single parent families. That's also a thing. But I do hope that maybe in the future they will up the cap of Sims that we can have in our homes, or maybe just have a maximum of 8 Sims and then an additional 2 pets, so that you will have like 10 in total with your pets. I think that would also be a very large step up for a lot of players, because I like playing with large families. It's weird, I know, but I really love playing with large families. And I play a lot with my own Sim self family. I know some people find that weird, but I like playing with my Sim self family. And we were, not anymore, but we were a family of 9, if you include all of our pets. At this point, we're a family of 7 because 2 of our cats sadly died. I don't know even if I talked about this. No, I did not. But yeah, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. My baby girl, Rosja, she died, I think, last week. We found her in the shed at my husband's grandmother's place, because that's where the cats are staying for now, because, you know, the house is still not done. And yeah, we found her, and apparently she was pregnant, which we did not know. But yes, she was pregnant, and during childbirth, she sadly passed away because the kitten was stuck inside her belly. So it was awful finding her like that, because I think she had a lot of pain, and it makes me really sad thinking about that I wasn't there for her. And it's also weird because we got her sterilized, and I don't know even why she even got pregnant. I don't understand what happened there, because we took her in, we got her neutered or sterilized, or however you call it in English. And so she I don't know how she could ever get pregnant, but she was pregnant. We found a little kitten stuck in her. So yeah, she was pregnant. But yeah, now we are a family of 7. Now that Rosja is gone, I only have 3 cats. 3 cats? Oh my God, we were a family of 10. I totally forgot about a cat. I'm awful. I'm such an awful person. No, so now we are a family of 8. So we have me, my husband, Sadie, Selena, Coco, of course, and then my 3 other cats, Stitch, Tiger, and London. I still have those. So I'm hoping that maybe I will get them back in, hopefully, like 2 or 3 weeks. They will join us in our new home, because the garden shed is done, the grass has been laid, and then later on, when it's vacation time, my husband is gonna start building the cat houses. We do need cat houses outside, because they're all outside cats. They were all indoor cats for a very long time, but then they just started escaping, just running out the door. The minute I opened my door, they were gone. So I couldn't keep them in anymore. I think I kept them in for a solid 2 years, and then they just weren't having it anymore, and they didn't come in, and they don't come in. So they come in to eat, and only sleep inside when it's really, really cold out, like storming cold. They will sleep inside, but only if I leave a opening so that they can escape outside as well, because if they see that everything is closed off, they go insane and they break down the entire home. So they are definitely outdoor cats, and that's why we need cat houses in the yard, so that they have shelter where they can sleep in and just live in and such. And they all need their own little home, because they don't like sharing. So yeah, hopefully our cats are gonna come home really soon. But yeah, anyways, back to the video. So yeah, working on the second house, the second townhouse of this build. And here, like I said, I am trying to use, what what's the pack? Island living the most. So I'm definitely using the island living kitchen counters. The bottom counters, the upper counters though are Parenthood. Those are just my favorite counters because they're so versatile. You have the normal counter and then you have that open counter, upper counter, which I love, and I'm hoping that they're gonna implement something like that in a upcoming kitchen that they're gonna create, because we are lacking upper kitchen counters like a lot. I think we have not really enough kitchen counters, but if you look at upper kitchen counters and lower ones, there definitely is an imbalance in there. So hopefully they will address that in a pack in some time later on in the future. So this home also got their own little office space. This space did come with a world globe drinking area, because why not? And also 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. All of the houses, except for one, have 2 bathrooms. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm just knocking down my cereal. It's fine. But yeah, there are usually 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So a bathroom upstairs and a bathroom downstairs for guests and such. I just really like that in a home in The Sims, but also in a real life home. You need 2 bathrooms, at least 1.5 baths. So like only a toilet downstairs, and then upstairs like a full bath with shower, bathtub, and another toilet. So 2 toilets. You definitely need 2 toilets in a house. A house with only 1 toilet sucks so much, because I've actually lived in a house with only 1 toilet for 14 years. That was my former house that me and my husband owned. We only had a toilet, and the toilet was right next to the kitchen, which is so annoying. And we didn't even have like a normal door. We had this kind of like accordion door, because the hallway was so narrow that a normal door wouldn't open up properly. So we had this accordion pull door, and yeah, that's not soundproof, of course. It's just a plastic door. So you heard every little thing that fell into the pot or wind or whatever. You could hear that when you were cooking, and I hated that so much. That was like a real pet peeve for me in that house, the toilet. I hated it. And I also hated that my bathroom was like miles away from my bedroom. It was just not a good layout in that home. And if we would have stayed there, I had major renovation plans for that home. Luckily, we moved, so I didn't need to renovate anything, because I think if I was gonna like change the floor plan in my old house, I would have been set back like 150,000 euros. It was just such, I needed to change everything up to the bedrooms, the bathroom, even the kitchen and the living room needed to be flipped, so there was so much work in that house. So I'm very happy that my sister-in-law bought it because I just cannot. I wish her the best of luck with that house, because it's a lot of work. Anyways, here furnishing the 3rd home. And in this house, we are really focusing on mid-century modern. So, of course, using the Get Famous items a lot, because that definitely has a very mid-century modern feel to it. Here doing a little bit more of a updated kitchen, a bit more traditional, but still a bit more modern, but still with a traditional vibe. So we have this really nice kind of Moroccan tile backsplash going on in the kitchen. And then here we're starting with a bedroom downstairs. So this is the only house with a bedroom downstairs. So this is the only house with 3 bedrooms. So if you do need 3 bedrooms and you really want to play with these townhouses, then you need this this house right here. What I do love about this bedroom is the color scheme. I love this gradient that we have going on the wallpaper. It's definitely something that Selena has been bugging me to do in her bedroom, but I'm not that great in creating a gradient on wall. I can create decent gradients when I'm painting. I love just, painting and such. Then a normal painting on a canvas. Then a gradient is really, it's easy. But on a actual bedroom wall, I think it's a lot harder. So, but yeah, I really loved that bedroom because it's something that my Selena, my oldest daughter, really wants. So this is the master bedroom right here. This master bedroom, again, I'm keeping it with that bluish vibe that we had on the other bedroom, but making it a bit more moodier and darker. And yeah, I just really like this a lot. This is definitely more in my kind of comfort zone. If this was a real life house, I would have gone for this type of furnishing. I just love mid-century modern styles. It's just one of my favorites. And then also added in a not a laundry room, Mona. A nursery. So for the nursery, we're going with very pale colors, a little bit more neutral, but definitely leaning more to the girly side. Loving the combination of that rug that came with, what is that pack called again? Oh, dang it, I forget every time. Why are these packs named so hard? The university one, university living, get to university, I don't know, but anyways, the university pack, that rug came with that, and I love the combination. So what I did is I actually made a rug with that carpet, and then I surrounded the carpet with another carpet so that it looks like a rug. It's really nice. But I love all of the very soft colors in here, the very pale colors, and it just goes really well with the gray on the wallpaper as well. So yeah, definitely a really nice looking nursery. And we needed a nursery somewhere. There wasn't a toddler bedroom in any of the houses. So I thought, let's do a toddler and a nursery bedroom right here, so that if you have a family, they can live here. So this is definitely good for a 4-person Sims family in this townhouse. So here, what are we doing here? Oh, and then here, because we don't have an office downstairs, I thought let's use the landing here, so where the staircase is, as a tiny little office area, so that we still have an area for the Sims to, do some homework, or maybe do some things for work, some assignments and such. They can work here in the hallway if they want to. Also furnishing the tiny little balconies, of course, because this house and the house next door gets their own little balcony, which I absolutely love. I love the idea of having a balcony. I don't know what it is. I'm obsessed with balconies lately. I think it's because when I'm in my bedroom upstairs, we have a gorgeous view of our neighborhood. And I often wished that I could just sit there outside, with a cup of coffee and just watching the neighborhood, watching everyone wake up in their houses. Everything is very open here, by the way, because we are in a newly built neighborhood where I live. No one really has fences yet up in their backyards. Also curtains and such, not really a thing. Everyone is still renovating their houses and building, and it's just a really fun thing to watch everyone, being active in their homes, building and landscaping. It's just a really fun thing to see. And what I also love about living in a newly built neighborhood is we're all starting from zero. No one knows each other. We're all new, and I like that because we have the opportunity to get to know each other on the same level. So there aren't like little groups formed yet of people who know each other better, and I like that. So we, the neighborhood, are having like a few barbecues coming up when COVID hopefully is gonna be a bit less infectious. They are planning to hopefully have barbecues in the summer so that we can, get together and talk about the neighborhood and what we want for the neighborhood, and also just to get to know each other, and that the kids can get to know each other, and that we can build a really nice community here. So it's definitely fun. But yeah, that's the reason why I want a balcony, because I want to look at my neighbors in the morning. So yeah, here we are working on the final townhouse, and this is the more industrial modern townhouse, also definitely more in my style. I love this one, and I also love the one next door. If I needed to choose one for my personal preference to actually live in, I love this kitchen so much. I don't know why I never use these kitchen counters in my other homes. I don't know why I never use them, because they are gorgeous. I love this wooden, the wooden, how do you call it? The wooden slab on top. It's just so good looking. I love it so much. So definitely a little note that I need to use this kitchen counter, the lower one, more in my game. So we did have a little bit of space here off the side of the kitchen. I mean, the kitchen had everything that it could ever need. So here I'm trying to decide, do I want the kitchen to be a little bit longer, a little bit wider, and just take up all that space, or do I want a little play area for the kids? And I decided to go with a little play area, or not really a play area, it's more of a arts and crafts area, because that is also something that I find really handy to have in my real home. My real home is a very open living concept, so the kitchen opens up to the dining, and the dining opens up to the living room, and I have a little arts and crafts corner for Sadie right off the kitchen, so that when I'm cooking, she can be drawing and such, and being creative, so that she could still be with me, very close to me, but still do her own thing, which I love. So that's also why I usually lately I'm doing lots of arts and crafts areas near the kitchen or living room, because it just makes sense if you have kids. It just does. If you are, if you are pregnant, or if you are a upcoming mom who is watching, play areas, lots and lots of play areas, is the key to keeping the kids happy while you're cooking. And what also really helps is when you go to IKEA, we have these really nice, like, how do you call it? Bookcases, not really bookshelves, but they're like with open cubes, and you can put these cubicle boxes in there. I love to use those. I have those in my living room. So all of Sadie's arts and crafts stuff, and even lots of toys, are in these cubes, and you just push them in and you don't see it. It actually looks like it belongs here, but it's actually a play area, which is really nice. So yeah, here furnishing the kids' bedroom. So upstairs we have this kids' bedroom with a building block area, and I really like this color scheme again, this like green and blue together. So here at the landing area, or the landing platform where we have the staircase, we had a little bit of extra room like next door, and I decided to place Hammy the hamster, because it has been a hot minute since I've used him in a build, and I actually really like Hammy. Hammy is fun. I love playing with the hamsters in the game. Yes, it's a bit shallow, but still it's fun. I like it. And I cannot say it enough. I love my first pet stuff bag, or however it's called. My first pet stuff bag? Yeah, I think it's called like that. I love it. I love that bag. I can't help it. I use it a lot. For me, it was definitely worth my money. And yes, I did buy that bag. Or my husband did. But yeah, it was definitely worth my 10 euros because I use it so much. But definitely, if you don't have cats and dogs, don't buy it because you won't get a lot of use out of it. So yeah, here furnishing the final bathroom of the build. And then the only thing that we need to do is focus on the backyards because there are a few backyards that still need to be landscaped. And then also on the side of the house we need to do a little bit of more landscaping, and I'm gonna add in a jungle gym or monkey bars for the kids to play with as well, which is awesome. So here adding in a barbecue, there is a flower arranging table there as well if you would like to flower arrange. It is on the lot, so that's that. And then also a barbecue, like I said. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't have much more to say about the backyards other than I also tried to give them different types of landscaping and furnishing, but still make it feel like the backyards are cohesive and that maybe the neighbors did, talk to each other on how they were gonna do their landscaping and such. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. So I'm hoping that you all enjoyed this voiceover. It has been a roller coaster of a voiceover for me, but it's been a minute since I've actually sit down and talked to you all. And there are so many other things that I want to say to you all, but I don't think that a speed build is the place to do it. So yeah, but yeah, anyways, I do hope that you enjoyed the voiceover. I definitely enjoyed just talking to you all, sitting here and yeah, just chatting a little bit. So here again, a little bit more landscaping that I needed to do. I'm gonna add in the jungle gym right there where the where the window is. Oh my gosh, if you are living there, that's gonna be so annoying having kids playing on the jungle gym the entire day. Oh my gosh, the noise is gonna be awful. But yeah, that's where I added in the jungle gym. So yeah, hoping that you are enjoying this video. Don't forget to leave your likes, of course, if you did. Very important for me and very important for the channel. And also, if you want to download this house from the gallery, it's on there right now under my origin LoveSimplySim, or click on the link in the description of the video that will take you to the gallery as well. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more of me, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you would never miss a video of mine. So yeah, I'm hoping that you all are having a good day. Stay safe, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.